Test, test. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shannon Davis. I'm here with Marcus Promber, and we are here for the Fredonia Hillbillies versus Olean varsity basketball game. Olean tonight is coming in at 19-0, and Fredonia is 12-7. So this is going to be quite the matchup and test for the Fredonia Hillbillies tonight. And we're just about to go over doing some sportsmanship, as you might hear in the background, and we're going to have the national anthem in just a moment. So we'll pause and for that just a second. We'll be right back with you.
Tonight's game is between the Olean Huskies and the Fredonia Hillbillies. Please stand for the national anthem, sung tonight by Kaylin Nebraska.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the lands of the free and the home of the
Excellent job, Kayla. So Here we are again. I'm Shannon Davis. I'm here with Marcus Promper. We're on FredoniaAccessCable.com. Check us out. And now we're going to hear the announcement of the starting roster.
Number 22, Matt Joni. Number 24, Josh Belair. Number 32, Jack Wallaby. And number 11, Mike Schmidt. The coach of the Huskies is Jeff Anastasia. And now for the Fredonia Hillbillies. Number 15, Braden Myers. Number 20, Alex Schrader. Number 23, Tyler Putney. Number 32, Keith Piper. And number 42, Nate Schuler. Coach of the Hillbillies is Nick Petranda, assisted by Eric Sawyer. Tonight's officials are Al Jens, Brady DeWink, Jerry Fisk.
Okay, so tonight's officials, I just heard, is Al Jens, Brady Drewing, and Jerry Fisk. So, Marcus, what do you think the keys of tonight's game are?
Well, obviously, the first thing for our Fredonia Hillbillies, I would think you'd want to try and slow down the offense of the Huskies. Antonio and I were here for the JV game, and I can tell you, wow, observing the JVs, smothering defense. So which will be another point for the Hillbillies.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game. Both teams, like 30s, 40s points, I
Correct.
saw. And Fredonia was able to stay in it for a little while, but couldn't quite pull it off. And I think Fredonia has to do that today. Olean has dominated this series for a long time. They're 19-0. Fredonia's got to feel like they have a chance. So they got to stay in it early and to stay close enough to give themselves hope going into the end of the game. Because I think they fall down early, it's going to be hard to come back against a team like Olean.
Absolutely, and you want to see them slow things down, take their time, concentrate, and keep their head in the game, which will keep them in the game.
Absolutely. I mean, the Olean team is kind of this 13-man roster. 10 of those players are seniors. So they're a veteran team. They expect to win. They're used to winning. And we're going to see. We got Myers taking the opening takeoff, and it is won by Olean. That's Mike Schmidt bringing the ball up for the first possession of the game, guarded by Alex Schrader, number 20. Pass over to 24. That's Josh Beeler driving, kicking it back out to Schmidt, and comes up short. Big rebound by Myers. Right out to Schrader, over to Piper, looking to bring it up. Stewart's got it. Myers with the fakes, driving, kicks it back out to Stewart, looking at Putney, who is the three-point threat. But they're showing good patience here so far, and there it is. That three-point attempt by Putney falls off, and rebound by Mike Schmidt. Point guard bringing it right up. Bringing it out, and looks to open up three here, attempt, but that is way short. Rebound by Stewart. So both teams starting out a little cold. No baskets so far, 0 for 3. So let's pass it over to Stewart, on over to Putney in the corner. Out to Myers. Looking at Stewart, little give and go attempt, nothing there. Stewart spins, looks for and finds a wide open Myers in the corner for the three, and that is also off. Rebound by number 24. And there, another miss. That's an 0 for 4 start between the two teams. Another open three in the corner, and that is also off, but a big rebound and foul. That's 22, Matt Droney on the rebound, going to the line. Where he will shoot to. The foul is going to go against, let's see, that's Stewart, 32, his first.
Fast-paced action to start.
Absolutely, and there's our first point of the game. Matt Droney makes his first free throw of second attempt. Droney seems to be a little off and little nerves here, press a little bit. Shots not quite falling the way they would like early. Droney's second attempt is off, and Nate Stewart with the rebound, kicking it out to Alex Schrader. Little one-on-one full court press here, but no problem for Schrader. Kicking it over to Myers, driving in, good take in. Braden Myers with the finish. That's a nice move, take conversion for Myers. It's like we're going into, we're staying in the man coverage here. Putney can take it to the hole. An excellent, strong move by Matt Droney for his first field goal of the game, making the score 3-2 Olean. Little give and go action between Myers and Piper and Putney, excuse me. Ooh, nice behind the back move by Piper. Little turnaround take and the score. So that's Piper's first basket of the game. Again, Fredonia staying in man defense. Oh, nice pass there. Oh, offensive foul. Great job by Nate Stewart holding his ground and showing his emotional excitement over it too. So that'll go against number 11, Mike Schmidt, his first foul of the game. Once again, it's Piper bringing it forward. Him and Schrader does primary ball handling. Myers has the ball in the corner. And Olean is all over Putney when he gets that ball in three-point territory so far. They know he likes to shoot it from there. Good defense, forced pass by Stewart and the turnover. Piper knocks it out of bounds, but Olean will retain possession. So it's 4-3, 4:59 here in the first quarter. That's Brian Ramars bringing the ball up this time for Olean. Quick take to the basket and converts over Putney. That's his first field goal of the game. Myers is looking at the three, held it back, and Putney is never afraid to take it. Falls up short this time. He's 0 for 2, and that's going to be key. Fredonia is going to need him to make it. Now another three by Olean, and that is short. Rebound by Putney. Piper pushing it up the floor. And another turnover against Fredonia. That is a travel on Keith Piper. See, Caleb Ribby coming into the game for the first time for Putney. Josh Beeler bringing the ball up. Piper on him. Switching off. Another open three. They move that ball fast, and this time number 32 hits it. That's Jack DeWalby for the three. Myers takes it strong to the hole and converts again. That's two excellent drives by Braden Myers. There's fourth point of the game. Fredonia's hanging here, 6-8, Olean's favor. Mike Schmidt bringing the ball up. Alex Schrader on him. Nice give and go, nice rollover, but that is off. But the big man comes up with his own rebound. That's Matt Droney with his second basket of the game.
Help, Chewy.
Keith Piper bringing the ball up center court. Olean is in man defense as well. We've seen all man so far. It's over to Ribby. Back into Stewart, backing in. Kicking it out to Myers, kicking over to Ribby. It takes the three, and that is off. The three-point shot has not been there so far for Fredonia. Let's see, that is another offensive foul. This time, Braden Ribby draws it. Just a great job getting in position by the Fredonia defense so far. And here they come. The basket would be big as Piper with the ball. Over to Stewart, top of the key, back to Myers. In the corner, Ribby kicking it down into Keith Piper, over to Myers. Okay, foul on the floor here. And that charge went against Mike Schmidt, which will be his second foul, so we'll keep an eye on that. And Schmidt is going out of the game now with his second foul early. Number 3 of Olean's in. That's Alex Weekfall. Piper takes the ball out, kicking it into Stewart. over to Piper. Check out. Fredonia's working around the outside. Long three by Myers, and that is off. Rebound by just entered Alex Weefall. Kicks it out. Fake three, pull-up jumper short. Nice rebound by number 24, Josh Beeler. Catch and shoot right in the air for his first basket of the game. Fredonia finds himself down by 6, 12-6 here. They need a basket. They don't want to fall down too far too early. And the shots have not come easy so far. Everything has been contested. Schrader kicks it over to Myers, out to Piper. Oh, dribbles it off of Olean's foot. So Fredonia will retain position. 11 seconds on the shot clock, 1:56 in the quarter. Schrader will take the ball out and downs it to Keith Piper. 10 seconds on the shot clock here, so they got to get going, get something quick here. 5 seconds left, and that's a turnover. Ribby forced the pass into Stewart. Weakfall brings it up and is going right at the basket in, let's see, was that officials? Okay, saying it's off Fredonia. Putney's back in the game, and Nick Whitfield, the freshman. So a sophomore and a freshman coming in the game here for Fredonia. 1:40 left in the first quarter. Keith Piper with a nice steal, kick it, deflected and able to retain possession, in the corner over to Putney, back out to Schrader, swing it to Piper. Driving in, kicks it back out to Alex Schrader. Again, excellent defense by Olean here, and Alex Schrader with the big three-pointer. Fredonia needed that.
Pulls them within 3 points, puts them right back in the game.
Yeah, they hadn't scored in a little while there. They needed that basket. And again, that was a contested shot, too. So here we go. Back on the defensive end. Weak falls driving in. Nice, beautiful pass into the big fella, number 22, Matt Droney, who's given Fredonia fits so far inside. Schrader over to Stewart, and he gets it up and in. Nate Stewart's first basket of the game. 3-point game, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. So the Fredonia's hanging in here early. Good help defense here. Schrader's all over his man. Spin move. Contested shot by Whitfield. The rebound drawing the foul. So nice help defense there by Nick Whitfield and grabbing the rebound. 29 seconds in the first quarter remaining. Okay, we got number 13 of Olean coming in. Jared Prizzle for the first time. Myers coming back into the game for Fredonia. Keith Piper bringing it up. 25 seconds here. Shot clock is off. Like to get the last shot if they can. Over to Whitfield. Putney driving in, kicks it back out to Stewart, swings it to Piper. Over to Whitfield, 10 seconds left, and Putney puts it up, and it is shooter's roll and in for Putney's first three of the game, tying it up with 2 seconds left, and that shot is off, and that is the end of the first quarter, 14-14. So Fredonia goes on a nice 8-2 run to end the first quarter and tie the game up. They were down 12-6, and it's now 14-14.
Now, Shannon, what is being said right now in the dunk or the Fredonia huddle?
They keep their cool, keep playing defense. They got to try to get some open shots, I think, here. Most of their shots have been contested. Olean is a great defensive team, like you brought it in, and keep your patience. Eliminate the turnovers and just keep working hard. You guys, and coach is telling the team they can win this game. This is their game to take. It's their court. They're making them believers right now, and this is going to be a huge second quarter for them.
And, of course, if you switch sides and go over to the bench over here for the Olean Huskies, a little bit of shock.
Maybe a little bit of shock, but, a senior team, I don't feel that they're going to be phased at all right now. They expect to win. They're confident in their win. They're 19-0 for a reason. Number 1 in Western New York. I think they're, if not 1 in the state and B, they're right up there in the state rankings as well. And they're here every year. So they're no stranger. 10 seniors. We got this. No big deal. weather the storm, and let's take this quarter. And if you look at their faces, they don't look phased at all if they're Olean.
No, you are correct.
Fredonia will get the ball to start the second quarter, take a chance to take the lead. They did have a lead early. It was 2-1. I think that might have been the last time they had the lead, but they could take it to start the second quarter here. Stewart inbounds it to Piper. He's guarded by Brian Remarge. Almost comes up with the steal. Piper hangs with it. Behind the back, but again, Olean's defense is all over him. Kicks to Myers. And again, that ball is deflected by Weekfall. Over to Putney, open look, but this time it's a little long. Rebound by, that's number 24, Josh Beeler, and over to Weekfall. And look at the movement without the ball and the screens by that Olean offense. Shot off, though, second rebound by Whitfield. Kicks it right out to Piper. Thought about passing it up to Putney underneath, but wisely pulled it out and set up the offense. This time, kick out to Putney, swings to Whitfield. Back to Piper for the three, and it is off. Myers gets a piece of it, can't come up with it, and the rebound goes to Josh Byler, who quickly goes down the court. In his third offensive foul against Olean of the game. This time, Keith Piper draws it. So great job by the Fredonia defense, and you got to give Pertrando a little bit of credit for coaching that as well. That's not by accident.
Absolutely. Well-coached teams on both sides.
Okay, so Piper takes a break. Alex Schrader's now going to be bringing the ball up. Still 14-14. Neither team has scored here to start the second quarter. Putney once again with the three, and this time hits it to take the three-point lead. Fredonia's got to keep their cool here and just keep playing basketball. Both teams staying in man so far. Good defense by Putney. That's a nice looking shot right there. Matt Droney's a solid looking basketball player. Good form, good control, nice basket. That's Whitfield with the drive. His first shot attempt falls just short and rebound by 13. That's Jarrett Prizzle. And here comes Weekfall right back down, kicks it back out to Prizzle. Myers has his hand full down low with Droney here. They got to keep him off the scoreboard. It's going to be a foul on Fredonia on the floor. Okay, so that's number 10, Kobe James, Jr. in the game, first time taking the ball out. Gets it into Weekfall. Drive, and now another reach-in foul here. Looks like this might be go against Stewart. Well, I think that, let's see. The first foul's on Whitfield, his first 15. Is that right? 15? But on Myers, sorry, and that would be his first foul. And then Olean's looking for that switch, and they got Schrader on Droney down low, and that is a mismatch. Myers and Droney battling for the ball. It will be a jump ball, and possession will stay with Olean. So you got to watch that, too. They're setting up that pick and roll. When Alex Schrader switched there, he's stuck on Matt Droney, and I don't think Fredonia wants that all day long.
Absolutely not.
Droney already has 9 points in the game, leading the way for Olean. So keep an eye on that. And Myers is on him, switched off to Stewart here, who's got the physical strength to guard Droney, but he's lacking a little bit on the height. So keep an eye on that post up. Now Whitfield switches over, and Myers switches back on him as they drive. Nice little drive in here, open shot. And Whitfield with a big rebound over Droney this time. On to Putney, looking into Stewart. Nice pass to Whitfield, nice cut. The ball is taken out of his hands. A little bit of freshman strength there, getting that ball deflected out. And that could be the fourth offensive foul, and it is. Nate Stewart holding his ground. It's going to go against, I think, number 13, Jarrett Prizzle. Okay, coming in the game for the first time for Fredonia, that's number 12, Parker Rivera. Senior seeing his first action. Schrader bringing the ball up. Kick it out to Stewart in the corner to Putney. Over to Myers. And everything's outside here. If you look, there's no one underneath the basket at all for Fredonia. And Myers is finally in there a little bit. Parker Rivera does not shy away off the bench and hits the three. Making the score Fredonia 20, Olean 16. You know, a lot of teams probably call timeout right now, but Olean's showing confidence in their players. The coach did not call timeout, and it gets a nice, easy layup. That's number 13. Jared
Both
Frizzle.
teams back up and down the field there, Shannon, doing a great job.
Absolutely. And that's a lot of confidence, I think, in the coach not calling a timeout in his squad there. Stewart kicks it out to Putney, taking a contested three. Off and rebound by Frizzle. So here comes Olean right back looking to tie or take the lead. Almost a travel turnover, just a, but now leads to an open shot. And Myers with a great rebound. Alex Schrader bringing the ball up for Fredonia. Kicks it over to Putney, to Myers. Again, everything seems to be outside so far. Stewart driving in, spin move, comes up, stops, and Parker takes another three. This time it's off. And Stewart's going to get a hustle foul there, trying to fight for the loose ball. So we got Piper in, Ribby coming in the game for Putney and Stewart. Fredonia will rotate players, keeping them fresh. So score is 20-18, 3:41 remaining in the first half. Fredonia up by 2. Oh, this time the black. Ribby was going for the charge, and he didn't quite get there and took a hard foul. Comes up a little lame here. I'm expecting a sub here. He's limping over the bench looking for a sub. And Putney will check right back in for him. So that will be Ribby's first foul. Team, that's 5th foul on the team. And the steal by Putney. First deflect away by Parker Rivera. Schrader looking to come right back up. Kicking out to Rivera. This time turns up 3. Nice job getting it down to Myers. But it is knocked out of his hands by Covey James. Fredonia will retain possession. Piper will take the ball out of bounds here for Fredonia. Nothing there. Goes all the way out top to Putney. Risky pass. Out to Schrader, over to Myers. Cut by Piper, little give and go attempt, nothing there. Back out to Rivera, drives and kicks it out to Myers. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Over to Putney. Good tight defense there. Putney's shot is blocked in. Droney comes up with it, and here comes Olean right back looking to tie or take the lead once again. Schrader's all over his man, and wow, what a nice crossover. But Schrader stays with it and comes up with the steal. Schrader takes it strong to the hole, a little long, but there's Piper with the rebound, and he's off. So 2 missed opportunities there for Fredonia. Here comes Olean, the fast break, and layup made by Alex Weekfall with his first basket. So there's some end-to-end action here. Tie game, Olean Fredonia at 20, 2:20 remaining in the first half. Ball deflected out of bounds by Olean. So that's number 11 there, Mike Schmidt, with some impressive ball handling on the other hand. It's a Tim Hardaway killer crossover style. A few old school fans out there. And there's another turnover. Piper to Droney, and here comes James Strong down the court, off with the layup. Parker with the rebound. Gets it up to Myers. Myers a smart play there, kicking it out to Schrader. Knocked out of bounds by Droney. 2:04 remaining, game tied, 20-20. Nick Whitfield coming into the game here for Rivera. It's a tough place to in-ball the ball out of here by Schrader. He gets it right into Myers, nothing fancy, out to Putney. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Over to Whitfield, back to Schrader. Back to Putney, corner for the 3, and he drains it. And that will be
Beautiful
his
shot.
third three-point of the game, and timeout Olean. They score 23-20 Fredonia here in the first half. So Marcus, you can see exactly what you talked about. Olean's defense is relentless, but Fredonia's doing a great job defensively too. So far in the first quarter, Droney was killing them on the boards underneath. In the second quarter, he hasn't been as they've been keeping them off the boards, and that's kind of the difference so far this quarter.
Absolutely.
But it's then again, I mean, it was 18-18 after one, so we're talking 2 points only for Olean this entire quarter, but only 5 for Fredonia. So it has been a defensive battle. A couple missed layups by both teams too that could have been converted, but they weren't easy layups either. Pressured layups.
No.
All right,
No,
so here
and I would almost guess that every second that ticks off with Fredonia and lead builds to their confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
That they can play with these guys.
Pass down low, back out, looking for Droney. Had him for a second. Risky pass. That's a great job by the senior number 11 there. Mike Schmidt kicking it out and off, and that's a great job on a rebound by Myers. Pushes it right up to Piper. Watch out for the double team here. And he was doubled and turned it over. Coming right back. That's Josh Beeler with the steal. Kicked out for the three-point attempt. And that is off, and that's another rebound for Myers. That's 32. Jack DeWillaby, on the attempt for Olean. And Schrader turns it over this time. So both teams, that's a travel. There's a turnover right back. Great hustle by Whitfield to get back to contest that layup, causing the travel. Both teams getting a little sloppy here. If you're Fredonia, take it easy. Don't force, don't rush. We don't want to give Olean easy baskets. So they're calling for the trap, and they get it. Schrader gets it over to Whitfield, up strong, in for two. That's Nick Whitfield's first basket. 1, 2, 3. The seventh Hillbilly to score in this first half. Wow, that's a nice take, but it comes up short. Myers can't quite come up with a rebound. There it is in Droney's hand, and he smooth Eddie Droney. Matt Droney with the 2 points there, getting him into double digits here in the first half. 23 seconds left. Fredonia has a 3-point lead. Shot clock is off, so they're going to want to try to work this down to the last shot here. Whitfield out to Piper. Down to 13 seconds. Down to 10. Piper's got to get something going here. Drives in, goes for the bank shot. It's off. Big rebound by Myers. Can't get in. Now Droney comes up with it. Timeout Olean with, it's 1.6 seconds. See if they put any more time back on the clock. Officials are talking. We'll see. He is walking over the scoreboard here, so it looks like they're going to put 20. I guess they're asking full or 20. Up 30-second timeout. And they're not going to put any time on, I don't think, Marcus.
No, they'll keep it at 1.6.
Which is good for Fredonia. They could have put 1 or 2 out. Now it's back up to 2.1. So they put 0.5 of a second back on. But
half a second added.
Yep. But Olean will have to inbound from under Fredonia's baskets. They got to go length of the court. So I'd imagine a little bit of pressure on here. Fredonia wants to put on Olean so they can't pass it all up. And they are. Here comes Whitfield guarding the... he's going to try to bar the inbound because they're going deep to Droney. No one touched that. Now, I don't think any time should have went off the clock here because no one touched the ball. So let's see what the officials do here. It will be Fredonia's ball back underneath. And they should put 2.1 seconds back on the clock. So that's a break for Fredonia. If they could get another bucket here, a quick inbound and shoot, really. Not a lot of time. Okay, 13's coming in for defensive purposes. That's Jarrett Prizzle. And number 10, Covey James. Piper's going to take the ball out. You got Piper, Myers, Schrader, Putney, Whitfield. 2.1 seconds left. Fredonia has a 3-point lead. Ball is deflected. James right into Piper. So another turnover. So with 2.1 seconds left, both teams turn over. no time went off. Now, technically, there probably should have been a couple tenths of a second taken off because he touched the ball. Officials are talking. We do have 3 officials tonight. So let's see. Walking over the score table. Now, Whitfield this time is, okay, they do take off 0.5 of a second. Now, this time they're not guarding the inbound pass, which caused the turnover last time. So that's kind of interesting here. And we got a wide open man over here in the corner, throwing right to Schmidt. Half-court shot, and it is just short. So that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Fredonia 25-22 over Olean. So a little bit of surprise here for us, Marcus, in the first half.
It was an exciting first half for us, Shannon.
Absolutely.
And, of course, the Fredonia Hillbillies up by 3.
Yeah, and you know, Fredonia, they were down 6 early, so it was 12-6, and now it's 25-22. So if you think about it, they've outscored 19-10 after that initial 12-6 deficit. And we were talking at that point how important it was they need to get a score. They hit a key 3. I think it might have been Alex Schrader, and then they had another 3 tying it up and haven't looked back since.
Terrific job by both teams. Specifically Fredonia keeping in it, like you said, behind early and then making a comeback going into the half. Up 3.
Yeah, so the first half scoring leaders, no surprise for Olean. Matt Droney has 11 of the 22 points. And no one else is above 3 for Olean. Jack DeWallaby, and I hope I'm pronouncing this, another senior, hit a 3, and that's it. Everyone else, there's Weekfall has a basket, Ramarge has a basket, Prizzle has a basket, and Beeler has a basket, but 11 points for Droney. So Fredonia has to take note of that, and after his initial 9, they have done a better job with it, no doubt about it. For Fredonia, scoring is a little bit more divided. Tyler Putney has 3 threes for 9 points, and Braden Myers has 2 buckets for 4, and he's done an excellent job on the boards himself and a couple nice drives. So, yeah, you had Rivera with a 3. You have Alex Schrader with a 3. Also for Fredonia and Piper and Short, each kicking in 2 points. So what's Fredonia got to do here in the second half to pull off this major upset against the 19-0 Olean?
Well, like we said at the beginning of the game, number 1, I think they need to slow things down, take their time, don't make any stupid mistakes, and just really keep up more of the same.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, turnovers are key. Both teams got a little sloppy. It's a high-pressure game. The defense is in your face, and that's going to cause turnovers. So they have to do their best to limit those turnovers. And Olean, you can tell they haven't had great success with it, but they like to strike quickly off those turnovers. They push the ball up the court, and they have great ball handlers to do it, too.
Absolutely. And, of course, Shannon, we want to remember our sponsors this evening, DNF Telephone. Without them, none of this would be possible. And, of course, Can Kings, 2 convenient locations, Main Street in Fredonia and 5 and 20 in Silver Creek. Thanks to both of them.
Absolutely. And one of the 2 of us even works for DNF Telephone. So I didn't even know we were sponsored. So that's great to hear. I had no idea. So.
Well, terrific.
Yeah, thanks, boss. All right, how about we take a little break here, 7 minutes in halftime, and we'll come back a little early and talk about the second half, and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
All right, here we go. The halftime is ending. Once again, Marcus Promber with Shannon Davis here. 25-22, Fredonia is over Olean. Olean is 19-0, undefeated, ranked 1 in Western New York over all schools, large and small. So that's a great first half for Fredonia, but they got a long way to go. You got a veteran Olean team led by seniors, and they're coming out here to win the second half, and Fredonia's has a long task in front of them still. I got to give a quick shout out to Hannah and Chip Rewald. Hannah's working the camera for us tonight, doing a great job. And it will be Fredonia's ball to start the second half. Nate Schuer taking it out. Alex Schrader, and there it is, inbound shot. Here we go. 16 minutes away. Alex Schrader driving down the middle. Nice pass. Oh, deflected at the last second by, that's Drowney, who is just everywhere. Deflection, steals, rebounds, and obviously points for Olean. 26 seconds left in the shot clock. Schrader catches the inbound pass, swings it over to Schuer, drives in, and is going to be called for the travel. So it's an early turnover. And Marcus, we talked about that's a key. Fredonia cannot have a lot of turnovers this second half.
No, they cannot. Shannon, you are absolutely
that
correct.
almost was a travel there, and that's a Schrader almost comes up to steal. Mike Schmidt is able to hang on. Putney deflects his pass. So good defense so far by both teams. Schmidt back to Schmidt, looking for the three, and he connects. That is a big basket by Mike Schmidt, his first, and that will tie the game up for Olean versus 25 all. Back out to Schrader. And that's someone Mike Schmidt I would expect to see more of this half. Excellent basketball player. Sure there's not many games he's shut out in the first half. Schrader, Myers looking for the three in the corner, and he answers. So back-to-back threes, first Schmidt, then Myers. Schmidt bringing the ball up, kicking it over to Beeler. Guarded by Keith Piper. Back out to 32 to Walby. Walby over to Schmidt. And Schmidt looks to answer again, and he hits his second three in a row. That's Mike Schmidt. Off to a strong start. Schrader drives, kicks to Schuer, drives in, double team. It still gets it up, but it comes up short. And Drowney has the rebound, push it right up court. And there it, just in and out. And that's a big rebound by Myers, kicking over to Piper, but no numbers there. So Piper slows it down, kicks it out to Schrader, over to Myers looking for a second three. And that is off, rebound by Schmidt. That might not be the shot they're looking, foul almost in one. So Schmidt is going to shoot three from the line. He is looking to take this game over himself, coming right down the court, taking another three-point attempt.
And they certainly came out firing, both teams in the second half here.
Absolutely. And like you said, Schmidt, he makes these three-pointers, 9 points already in the first one. Let's see. And he hits the first one. Two more shots here. It was a three-point attempt, so he still has two free throws left. And he is calm, cool, collected at the line. Two beautiful strokes, hitting his first two. 8 points already for Schmidt here in the third quarter, 2 minutes in. Crowd giving him a heck, but and he misses the third one, so he's 2 for 3. Olean with a 2-point lead now. Myers bringing the ball up. Cut off by Droney. Kick back out to Piper, over to Schuer. Back out to Myers, over to Piper. Good patience here. Don't force anything. Get quality shots. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Myers drives, kicks it over to Piper, and called for the travel. So another turnover for Fredonia. Needs to take a deep breath here, and a big defensive stand coming for them. Droney passes in to Schmidt, two leading scorers for Olean. Guarded by Schrader here early. Into Droney, could go up easy there. Beautiful. He is calm, cool, and collective. His first bucket on second half. Piper with the ball, swings it over to Schrader. Back to Schuer, back to Schrader for the three. And it is short. Rebound by, that is Josh Beeler, and Schmidt pushing it right up. Let's see, it's going to be a turnover here, looking for Droney underneath, just out of his hands. Fredonia down by 4, 5 minutes left in the third quarter here. Piper's slowing it down a little bit, and that's a smart move. Schmidt and Olean is feeling it right now. Kicks it into Putney, who doesn't have a shot attempt yet here in the second half. Back to Schrader. Schrader turns, drive, beautiful pass to Piper and converts. Beautiful bounce pass from Schrader to Piper. And that's a big bucket. Not the first basket of the second half, but
Huge bucket, though.
yeah, absolutely. Olean looked like they were feeling. Is that a Fredonia timeout, Marcus? I was writing the score down. Okay, so Fredonia takes a timeout here. And that's not a terrible idea. His team's younger, a little bit less experienced than Olean, and they just keep them calm, playing good, hard defense. And looking over the bench there, we noted that Ribby had limped off earlier, and he's sitting there with a bag of ice on his knee. So it doesn't look like he will be returning here. We don't know that, of course, but it doesn't look good for Ribby in the second half anyway.
Well, we hope the young man is okay.
Absolutely. Caleb Ribby's a junior for Fredonia. So Jack DeWallaby inbounds it to Schmidt. Up by 2. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Schmidt is feeling it, takes another 3, and he's short this time. Rebound by Myers. Piper up to Schrader, but Olean does a great job getting back. Transition defense. Myers drives, spins, and it's going to be, and that is a travel against Myers. So that's, I think, the third travel already here in the third quarter. But that's also a sign of good defense, cutting off the Fredonia penetrators and causing them to lose control.
Correct, and we did discuss the defense several occasions already. So.
No doubt. It looks like Fredonia switching to zone here for the first time. Putney at the top of the key with his long reach, along with Schrader and Piper up high. Swung it over, that Schmidt swings it over. They got to watch him at the 3, that's for sure. Schrader closes, falls to the pump fake. Nice jumper and another rebound by Braden Myers. It's been a terror on the boards for Fredonia tonight. Piper to Stewart in the corner. Back to Myers, over to Schrader, over to Putney, who still doesn't have a shot attempt here in the second half, too. Stewart with the ball, kicking it back out to Piper, looks for the 3 and is off. And rebound by DeWallaby, kicks it right out to Schmidt. And here comes Olean. Nice spin move by Schmidt. Foul underneath here. Okay, that looks like it's going to be on, is that number 20, Alex Schrader? Okay, so Kareem Levins is checking in the game for the first time today for Fredonia. Fredonia's down by 2. Schmidt inbounding the ball, is looking inbound, finally finds Droney in the corner, guard by Levins. That's a missized Mitcha, and Droney turns and drains it. That's a beautiful little jump shot from the top of the key by Droney. And I don't think he's missed from that spot all game. Whitfield's in the game also for Fredonia, first time, second half. Myers over to Putney, back to Whitfield, over to Schrader, driving, and let's see what the call is here. It's going to be a foul here against Olean. And Schrader will be going to the line. I thought maybe that might have been on the floor, but it looks like they're going to give him 2 shots. That's a foul on Weakfall, his first of Olean. So Schrader will take his first actually Fredonia, I believe, first free throw attempt of the game. And he makes the first one. And off on the second, rebound by Droney. Schmidt with the ball here, taking his time. I think they're going to be looking, maybe get it down to throw a little pick and roll even with. There was a pick and roll by Droney. Schmidt keeps it, kicks it out to Wallaby for the long 3, and that is off. Droney deflects it to Schmidt. Nice job, new shot clock for Olean. Schrader on him. Schmidt driving, and beautiful pass by Weakfall to Droney for the bucket. Great job by Olean creating an easy bucket there. Whitfield looking to answer, driving, kicking it back out to Myers. Drives in, kicks it over to Whitfield, gets Droney on the fake, and draws the foul. Good job by the freshman there. Nick Whitfield taking it strong to the basket against the senior Droney. Matt Droney's listed as 6'5". I think that might be a little high for him, but he's definitely got the size and strength underneath. Whitfield himself, the freshman's at 6'4". Whitfield shooting 2. Missed the first one. And hits the second. Schmidt bringing the ball up. Nice pass in to Droney and nice touch off the glass. That's a lethal combo with Schmidt-Droney. Ten, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's 19 points already for Droney, and he's still at 50% of the points. Levin's taking the ball out here into Piper. Olean up by 6, down by 3 at halftime. So outscored Fredonia 9 points this quarter. Levins with the ball, looking into Stewart. Oh, little miscommunication between Stewart and Whitfield. Petraeus just talking to his freshman here. So there's another turn. We're at least at 5 or 6 turnovers in this quarter for Fredonia. That's unofficial.
Sloppy
of course.
play.
Yep, and that's hurt them so far. Back into the zone. Schmidt with the three-point attempt. It is off. Rebound by Whitfield. That would have been a big basket for Olean there. Piper with the ball. Kicking it over to Stewart. Back to Whitfield. Back to Levins. Levins with the three-point attempt, and it is good. That's Levins'
Huge
first basket of the game. So Fredonia back in the 3, under a minute left in the third quarter. Back into that zone defense. Schmidt's running the corners here, over to Weakfall. Droney's posting off the freshman. Back over to Whitfield. Levins on him. Stewart with the help, trapping him in the corner. There's Droney. Haven't seen him with the ball out there. Little leaner. Oh. Foul from behind there. I don't know. That might be the first questionable call. I thought the officials done a nice job so far, but I didn't see that one. But Droney, being the veteran player, tends to get the call, benefit of the doubt there. So he'll go to the line for 2. He's 1 for 2 so far from the line. And he gets a shooter's roll and hits the first. 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Olean back up by 4. One more attempt here by Droney. And he does not get the roll this time. Great rebound by Whitfield. 1 second differential between the shot clock and the timeout. Oh, Schmidt almost with the steal. That would have been off Piper if it gone out of bounds. Over to Levins, and Levins is almost able. Stewart uses his football skills there to box out there and retain possession. 17 seconds remaining. Stewart taking the ball out. 15 seconds remaining, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Schmidt is all over Piper, almost over back, but and almost another steal. Piper's everything he can, and with the steal, but that is more on Schmidt, and another offensive foul, this time on Droney. Piper, I think that's got to be 5 charges. Fredonia defense has drawn 2.3 seconds remaining in the quarter here. Fredonia down by 4. Oh my goodness, Piper loses the ball off his leg, so Fredonia is not even able to get this ball off. So it's a rough quarter by Fredonia, but they're still only down by 4, so they're still in decent shape.
A little bit sloppy by Fredonia in the third period, but they did hold in there.
Yeah, and they didn't panic. It could have been they were down by 6, even maybe 7 at one point, and all the momentum was Olean, and they battled back. Levins hit a big 3. Piper the big basket, and so on. Fans going a little crazy here for what some of us might call cartwheels, but I doubt it. Good old Weeds, a fan favorite. Well, that wasn't Weeds. I'm not sure who that was. And now they're coming right back. Another big fella doing some cartwheels. That was a little bit better form. But I think Fredonia here in the second half, they got to get Putney involved offensively. He went that entire quarter without a shot attempt even. And he's their leading scorer, and he's not afraid to shoot the three either. So that just shows he had no opportunity and really barely touched the ball that quarter. So the coach, Petranda, in my opinion, has got to draw something up here to get him involved. And they gotta look at the Schmidt-Droney combo and try to keep them off the scoreboard, which is no small feat. So here comes Schmidt right away ahead of steam. Putney with the steal. A little bit of contact, but nothing called. Schrader pushing the ball right up, out to Putney. Let's see if he can get his first shot up. No. And a little contact there, and steal by, and I believe that's James. It was. Schmidt out to DeWalby, and he hits the three. So 2 turnovers early. DeWalby with his second three of the game, first of the second half. Piper pushes out, and there's Putney's first shot, and it's first shot of the second half, and that three-point attempt is short, and Schmidt comes right back at it, driving up, nothing there, out to James for a three, and that is short, and Short with the rebound, kicking it over to his point guard, Schrader, on up to Piper. So we have 3 3-point attempts already this fourth quarter, and it's a steal by Schmidt, and he's going to have a clear lane. Short gets over there and fouls him, stopping the fast break layup. Good sportsmanship. Short, definitely a hard foul, not dirty, and slaps Schmidt's hands, but Schmidt's going to go to the line for 2. Timeout, Fredonia. So you can see Olean's veteran presence and experience here, led by the Schmidt and Droney. But you got others. You got James coming up with steals. You got who just made the three for him. That's 34, I believe it was. No, 32. DeWalby with 2 threes. Another senior. And James is actually a sophomore, the only underclassman on the team. But a lot of different players contributing, but the scoring is definitely led by Droney and Schmidt. And Fredonia still doesn't have a player in double digits here in the entire contest. Still leading the way is Putney with 9, but that's all in the first half.
You want to get him long range with the ball, as you said earlier.
You know, we watched them play Dunkirk, which obviously Dunkirk is nowhere near Olean. They're, in a rebuilding year. But they had a lot of set plays with Putney running and screens and leaving some wide open threes, but Olean's having none of that, and they know Putney is the key, and they're doing a great job shutting him down from the outside. So maybe even he's got the length, get him inside, get him involved here. You can't take a shot for the first time. Shooters have to have rhythm. They have to shoot the ball. All right, so we'll start here. 6:59 in the quarter. Schmidt's got 2 shots on the line. Got Myers, Putney, Sheward, Piper in the game along with Schrader. Schmidt hits his first one. He's now 3 for 4 from the line. His 9th point of the game, all here in the second half. And he hits his second, getting him into double digits and 10 points this half. Schrader bringing the ball, a little bit of full court, semi-press there. And I think Olean wants to speed up the process here put the pressure on Fredonia, and you can see it. There's Putney with a 3-point attempt, and once again misses. Great rebound, and here comes Weekfall with a nice move in layup. So there's the senior with his first back of the second half, second of the game, and Olean suddenly up by 11 and putting the pressure on Fredonia now. Fredonia really needs to put something together here and get a quality shot. Again, Piper beats this guy, but it's great help defense, misses the shot, rebound. Schmidt, great outlet pass to Weekfall, and another easy basket. And How Schmidt even saw weak fault there is beyond me. That's like, that was a beautiful outlet pass by Schmidt, and not many players can make that easy layup for Olean. They suddenly find themselves up 13. That happened in a hurry.
In a big hurry.
Yes, it did. And then now Olean, Bertrand had no choice but to call timeout. He had to call it there. And we got to put something together here. Putney's 0 for 2 for the second half. And they haven't had a basket here, and I don't have the exact stats, but it's been minutes since they've scored. Yeah, they were down. Well, if they scored this quarter, they were down 39-35 going in the fourth, if I remember correctly, Marcus. So they've been shut out here the first 2 minutes, just shy of 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, and Olean has put up 9 themselves. So they're feeling a little
back
bit
on the court, and they said, let's end this and go home.
Absolutely. They're out, Schmidt and James, they're doing a little dance, feeling the confidence themselves, and they're doing this little run right now with Droney on the bench, too. So Schrader bringing the ball up, and there is weak fall all over him. Swing it over to Piper, back to Stewart. Back to Myers, but the pressure is on. James is ever up in each. Oh, good inlet pass by Piper, too. There it is. Myers kicked it back out to Putney, there, and Putney gets his first basket of the game, his fourth three-pointer. That is a huge, huge bucket. Back within 10, 38-48. Oh, weak fall with another layup and one. The body control there by Weakfall was impressive. It looked like he was a little bit out of control, but he was able to convert and get the three-point attempt here. Levin's coming back in the game for Piper. That's his second foul. So Weakfall misses. Oh, but James gets a rebound, but his shot is blocked by Myers. So breakdown inboxing out, but Myers, good recovery into Stewart and drawing the foul. Oh. It looks like it's going to be a technical foul here, too. A little taunting going to be called by Olean. Official, that's Brady Drewing over, explaining his call to Coach Anastasia. Putney is going to take the technical foul free throw here. On the foul itself, that's Jared Prizzle's third foul. So a little bit of a break for Fredonia here. They got to take advantage of it. And Putney makes the first. That's his first free throw attempts of the game. And misses the second. So that's a big miss. Oh, he gets... Yeah, I'm not sure he gets another one here. I think that would be Stewart probably, who drew the foul, I would think takes the next free throws. But we'll see with the officials. They're conversing. Good job by the officials trying to get this right. Yep. Okay, so Stewart is going to come in and take his free throw attempts. And then Fredonia also get the ball. So they really got to make these free throws here and convert. And Stewart misses the first, so... they're not taking advantage of this opportunity. Putney comes in to try to give him a little bit of encouragement. And hits the second. So now Fredonia, because of the technical foul, will get the ball back. So they only made 2 of 4, and they really need to make all 4, at least 3 or 4, but they have to score here. 5.5 minutes left, down by 10. Alex James is all over Alex Schrader. James tips it out of bounds, and again, that's a sophomore, Kobe James. Excuse me, he's not a sophomore. He's a junior. He's just number 10. I didn't think they had underclassmen on the team. My bad. All right, Alex Schrader with the ball. 5:20 left. James is not letting up. Schrader in. Putney gets the ball. Shoots it right up for three. Misses. Levens keeps it alive, but James comes up with the ball. So Fredonia only gets 2 points out of all that, and that could come back to really haunt them later on. Here's Weak Falls feeling it in the second half and fourth quarter. Over to Schmidt, and drawing the blocking penalty against Schrader. Again, that call didn't seem to be made earlier, but there was a little bit of contact. And that's Schrader's third foul. Schmidt takes it out of bounds into Weak Fall. Levens on him. Nice backdoor cut and pass, but Schmidt doesn't convert. But what a tip in by Droney. So that was a beautiful pass, and Fredonia almost got a break, but Droney was there to finish it off. Schrader kicking it to Putney into Myers. But relentless defense once again by Olean.
Absolutely smothering.
Schrader with the open look, falls short and rebound. That's Prizzle, I believe, 13 with the rebound. Yup, Jarrett Prizzle. And here comes Schmidt. He is looking to drive, but this time turnover. Schrader is on him. Schuer comes up with the loose ball. Levens almost travels and does throw it away. So that's another mistake. Every time Fredonia gets a break, they're not able to take advantage of it.
And you can see that in the score.
Yep. So a couple chances here. Olean uncharacteristically has given Fredonia in the fourth quarter, but Fredonia just hasn't capitalized. Still down by 12, just over 4 minutes remaining. And Weak Fall, what's behind the look back, no look pass to Schmidt. Both of those individuals are very creative with the ball. There's James with a great drive and dish to Droney, and that's just too easy for him. James getting up there, deflects Putney's pass, goes to Weak Fall, and he's going right back down the court, and that is knocked away by the freshman Nick Whitfield. Great job by Whitfield, just checked in the game, stopping the layup, but Olean is up by 14, and Fredonia is true. We got a sub here is 24 coming back in, Josh Byler of Olean, in for Prizzle. Schmidt to Droney, over to James, back to Weak Fall. Driving in, this time it passes deflected by Schrader into Whitfield's hand. So good job defensively there. Piper back into the game for Fredonia with the ball. Over to Putney. We've seen him take that shot a lot. He turned it up this time. Nice passing of Putney to Schuer to Whitfield and the basket. So that's some great ball movement. It's one of the easiest baskets Fredonia's had all day. Is that timeout Fredonia? I didn't see it, Marcus.
Timeout Fredonia.
All right. So, yeah, that was a great play. Good passing between multiple players. You had Putney into Schuer, into Whitfield, and a nice finish by Whitfield.
Beautifully done.
12 minutes remaining. Fredonia is down 42-54 to Olean. They've given it their best effort here, especially in the first half, but they got a tall mountain to climb here, down by 12 with 3:21 left.
Certainly do, and against the best team in Western New York, no less.
Absolutely. Filled with seniors and veteran players. It'll be tough, but they're not going anywhere. They're not throwing in the towel just yet. They're going to battle to the end, and they're going to need some turnovers and hit some key threes, baskets, and like I said, get a couple turnovers to have a chance here. But they got to keep Droney off that board. He's up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24 points for the game for Matt Droney. And he's a little less than half. He was leading. He's still leading the way, but he was scoring half their points throughout most of the game. You got Schmidt and Weakfield really contributing here in the second half as well. He's up to 6, 8, 10. Schmidt in the second half, and Weakfield has 6 in the second half, 8 for the game. All right, so it is Olean's ball, 3:21 left. Fredonia down by 12. Schmidt bringing the ball up once again. over to Weakfall, back to Schmidt, into Droney, a little give and go. Good job by Schrader, nice job by, Fredonia could not. Oh, they did come up and went off of, maybe that's 24 off his shoulder, Josh Beeler. So good job by Whitfield getting that rebound, because Droney was getting boxed out by Schrader, who was working his butt off, but obviously major height disadvantage. Piper with the ball, Weakfield on him, over to Schrader. Looks like Olean might be going to some zone here themselves. And Schrader to Whitfield to Stewart, drawing the foul underneath. And that's a break for Fredonia. Stops the clock, and now they got to make their free throw. Stewart's 1 for 2 on the day.
Huge throws right here.
Absolutely. Got to have them. Must have. So make them both get within 10 with the clock stopped. And you might see, I wonder if Fredonia will come in any sort of press here if he makes these. And in and out for Stewart, missing his first. He's now 1 for 3. Once again, Putney's in to encourage him. He's got to make the second one. He's got the fan support over here. The arms up in the air, fingers front, and he does hit the second. But no press. But it's hard to press a team like Olean with great ball handlers, but they're run out of time. Schmidt's being veteran here. He's taking his time over to Walby, over to Droney. They're not going to rush anything. They're going to work some time off, look for a good shot. Weak fall. Back to Schmidt. Ooh, Schrader gets away with the reach there. Schmidt over to Frizzle, I believe. Yes, that's, Josh Beeler with the bucket. His first of the second half. Great pass by Schmidt. Good possession by Olean, Putney with the ball in the corner. Out to Schrader, into Piper. Nothing there. Great pass from Whitfield to Stewart. Once again, draws the foul and gets the bucket. Droney doesn't like the call, but it's going to be an and one opportunity, 3-point play opportunity. And again, we got it. He's got to make the free throws, bring him within 10 with 2:12 remaining. So there's 2 fouls. If you're Olean, you don't want to commit. You don't want to stop the clock. Let him. If he makes that layup, he's still down and does. That
Nicely
makes the
done.
second, bring it within 10 points. So a couple uncharacteristic errors by Olean there. Schmidt bringing the ball up. Schrader on him. Over to Beeler in the corner to Weak Falls. Had a great second half. A great drive comes up, but there's Droney on the boards, and he gets it and one. I'm running out of room here for all Droney's points. So he's got a 3-point play opportunity himself. And that's just, Nate Stewart is just, he's got pounds to deal with Droney, but not the height, and it showed there. You got to say, Marcus, that goes back, that opportunity is created. Even though Weakfield missed the layup, he broke down Fredonia's defense. Help comes out to try to stop Weakfield, leaving Droney there for the rebound. And that's a lethal combo, and that's been happening a lot, whether it's Weakfield driving James, and a lot by Schmidt, creating opportunities for the big man underneath.
Absolutely.
So we got 1:54 remaining, as you can see. Fredonia down by 12. Olean will have a 3-point free throw attempt to make it a 3-point play if Droney converts, and making the point, taking the lead up to 13. Both teams are in the bonus, so it'll be 1-on-1 from here on out, at least. So coming out of the timeout, you have Myers, Stewart, Schrader, Putney, and Piper, who played most of the second half, these 5. Whitfield contributing. Levens has been in as well. I think those are the only 2 other players that have been in the second half for Fredonia. And Droney, smooth as ice, converts on the free throw there. And here's Olean coming into off the timeout and off the made free throw into pressure. Droney's a nice job handling it, but they get no transition points, and now they have to set up, and they got to score quickly here, and Olean isn't going to let them. Oh, draws the foul. Yeah, that's not a foul you want to make if you're Olean. You're putting them on the line. They had nothing going there, and they're down by 13. Worst case scenario, let them drive in and take a contested layup. so weak foul is coming out of the game now. That was his second foul. You got, was that number 32? Yep, that's, no, sorry. Who just came in? That's 12. Brian Ramarjan. Schrader makes the first. And another miss from the line by Fredonia. If they're going to look back in this game, they're barely shooting 50% from the free throw line. And in a game like this, it'll really hurt you. Schrader going for steal, nothing there. Schmidt kicks it back over to Byler. And is that good? No. Okay, deflected out of bounds off of Piper. 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 1:16, which is much more important, left in the game clock. Olean's doing a nice job getting the shot clock down, even if they don't get a basket here. Doing a great job. Contested pass, let's see. A timeout before the inbound pass by Olean's coach Anastasia. Full timeout, 1:15 remaining. Fredonia down by 12 to Olean here in the fourth quarter. So it's not looking good for Fredonia, let's be honest. But it's just a moral victory for them. You know, they're playing undefeated Olean, number one team, Western New York, and they're taking them right into the fourth end of the game. And they lost by over 20 easily, like lopsidedly in their first matchup.
Lots to take out of this game to go into next year for a young team like the Hillbillies.
Well, even into the playoffs. Don't forget, this isn't the, you know, it's not the end of the season. But it's nice to play some stiff competition and play well against them as a team to go into the playoffs. You know, and gain some confidence. Even if you don't win this game, you know, you're going to go up, you know, especially early on. I'm not sure where Fredonia end up seed-wise, but you don't think they're going to play Olean in the first round anyway. So that might hopefully carry into momentum for the playoffs for them as well. And you think of Olean, too. They had a little test today, and they responded. They're down at halftime. How many times I have no idea, but I can't imagine this happen very often. There's a possible, Schmidt's able to save it. Putney knocks out of bounds, but Olean will retain possession. Almost a turnover caused there. But again, Olean, like I was saying, how many times do you think they've been down at halftime this year? I can't imagine too many, and they responded well. So that was a good test for them going to the playoffs. Had to get the shot up there, nowhere near. Putney with the rebound. Stewart from Piper underneath. Stewart goes up strong, and this time they just let him take it. They're not going to foul him there and stop the clock. Fredonia within 10, but only 50 seconds remaining. So at this point, you wonder, should they have a foul? But, you know, Olean's a good free throw shooting team, too, but time is not in their favor. Shot clock down to 19. And Piper does foul this time. That'll be number 24, Josh Wheeler, going for a one-on-one attempt here, his first free throw attempt of the day. That's another senior with the ball in his hands. That's Piper's third foul. No one's really been in foul trouble tonight for either team. And misses, and rebound by Myers. You got to push the clock up here, get a quick basket. And Olean knows that. Oh, there's a steal by Byler. Going right back. Great defense by Olean, and they are in no hurry. And Fredonia looks like they're going to be 10th to run the clock out. Shot clock is off. And that will bring us to the end of the game. Fredonia losing by 10 to Olean. Like we said, a great effort by Fredonia, but just falling short. Here, Piper and Schmidt embracing, and Putney going congratulating each other. Schrader as well. Great display of sportsmanship. So, any final thoughts here, Marcus? I will like to say what you think. FredoniaCableAccess.com. But thanks to Chip and his daughter Hannah for great work behind the scenes as well. And you mentioned our sponsors earlier. Why don't we do that again quickly here, too?
Well, Shannon, we'll thank Can Kings, routes 5 and 20 in Silver Creek and Main Street in Fredonia, and, of course, DNF Telephone. Without them, none of this would be possible. Shannon, it's been a true pleasure this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus. Nice to meet you.
I learned a lot from you, so thank you.
All right. Again, it's FredoniaAccessCable.com. We'll sign off. Thanks for watching, and it'll be on YouTube, so you can share it and watch this later on too, and let the players watch it or family from out of town. Thanks, everybody. Good night.